take some of the dried tomato bread and we made it into crumbs. And now we're going to go ahead and we are going to make zucchini. So we're going to break up about 5 eggs into this bowl. We're going to dip the zucchini into the bowl and then into the breadcrumbs. And then we're going to air fry them. This is one of the favorite ways that we like making zucchini. All right. I'm going to go ahead, whisk up the eggs. Now I'm not reusing all of these breadcrumbs, so we are going to go ahead and dip everything right into them. So we dip it into the egg and then into the breadcrumbs and then into the air fryer. You're not using any oil, any extra fats when you use the air fryer. I'm also making rice. So I'm going to go ahead and dip all of these and then I'll show you what it looks like when we're done. It's a little time consuming to dip each one in separately, but boy oh boy is it ever worth it. It is so good. Now you could add some Parmesan cheese if you wanted to. Parmesan cheese goes really good with zucchini. Zucchini isn't good in Italian dishes. It's very good to replace it instead of meat in lasagna. This is a fun time of the year because we have so much good food that's coming from our gardens. Well everyone, I hope that you learned something through this video, and I have a few more questions I'm going to answer with all of you. People often ask me, okay, well how do you know how much food to put in storage or to have on hand? For me, it's second nature because I've been doing it for so long. I rotate my food every 3 years. So the noodles I'm eating right now are 3 years old, and when they get down to where I don't have 3 years supply, then I go ahead and I order them. I'm pretty much stocked up pretty good right now. I don't buy things all the time, so usually it's towards the end of the year, but these noodles were a really, really good deal. A lot of people have asked me about peanut butter. And peanut butter, I have here a 5-pound tub of it. Peanut butter is difficult to tell you what to do with it. Now, if you look on some of the websites, they will say peanut butter is good for 1 year to 2 years after expiration. Peanut butter, though, is an oil, and oil can become rancid. I'm talking about peanut butter that's sealed and hasn't been opened. Once you open your oil, then of course it becomes rancid much quicker. You can freeze peanut butter. You cannot can peanut butter. You cannot can cream soups. You cannot can mayonnaise. You cannot can salad dressing. You cannot can any of these items. I strongly want to suggest to you that you cannot do that. It's just not possible. That would be something that would be way beyond my comfort level because of botulism. But there's so many things you can recan and you can. And there's things that you can freeze too. Almost all of the things that I do, you can do and put it in your freezer. Why don't I use my freezers? Because for me, freezers is not long-term storage. Just get frostbite. Your food gets frostbite. It's nasty and it's dried out. Once the electricity will go out, your food is totally wasted and gone. For me, canning, it stays in its environment and it stays fresh. You know, I have jars of canned chicken. These are about 2 years old and it's fresh. It didn't dry out from being in the freezer. And strawberry jelly, it's fresh, it's good. And so all of these things, it's so much easier for me to can. And I have this amazing tomatoes with basil. So I'm not going to go into an hour-long video because I could do that once I get sitting in here. They had a deal on tomato powder for $7. By the time I run my electricity for the dehydrator and that many tomatoes, it would take me days of work, and for $7. This is a huge deal. It lasted about a week and then poof, it was gone. And now I don't know how much they want for them now, but you can get really good deals. You just have to look. When I go on Amazon, I look for a certain item and then I go from the lowest price to the highest price. That way the lowest price shows up, you know, the quickest. And I've gotten amazing deals. I got flour, you know, at Walmart for under $10 for 25 pounds of it. So it's a really, really good deal. And sugar, right now Walmart sugar is really cheap. So I bulk up, stock up, and I'm ready to go for in case anything happens my way.